Yo, what's up, everybody?
Was oh,
Hey.
I wanted to talk.
Oh well, it's you know you know
Oh,
how it is. What happened?
I hit my head.
Oh no, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Well,
We'll do it live. Keep going.
I I'm glad to hear you are still alive. So wait, this is your video. You should-
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, why is he talking over me? All right, we'll keep
My
it in there.
bad.
It's okay.
My bad.
Jesus Christ. Here I go. I'll do it. Three, two. Hello, guys, and welcome back. We are here with episode 2 of Bunny Girl Senpai. We're reviewing this bad boy, and when I say we, I mean me and my co-host over there, C Tactics. Say hi.
Hi everybody, my name's C Tactics.
You tried to take my show, damn it.
Eh, It is my show, not
It's okay.
yours.
I mean, it technically is your damn show. You're pretty much doing everything on it. I'm just talking into the damn microphone.
Well, I mean, it takes two to tango, right?
Yep.
I
Like
mean,
Tango and Cash.
well,
Brooch.
I don't,
I'll be here all night.
I've, yep, just yep. I don't
All
know what to
right.
say. Don't know how to react
Let's-
to any of that.
You know what? You don't have to react. You know what we can do? We can jump right into this bad boy.
I don't know. We should just
Uh,
talk some more. We should
yeah.
just.
I mean, that's what people came here to do, is to see us talk about this. I think we should talk about that instead of 50-year-old men wrestling and joining DX again.
You know what? I'm 55 years old. I think I should be in DX.
Yeah, and I'm at least that age as well.
Well, I guess we're here to talk about Bunny Girl Senpai.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure
I guess
are.
I should start with like a short episode synopsis.
Go
Uh,
ahead. I'll let you do that.
The episode focuses on Mai's continued issue with disappearing. For the most part, though, it focuses on Mai and Sakuta's relationship and how adolescent syndrome makes her own mother forget her. We also learn about Mai's past and how she was used as an underage idol. That was interesting. The episode ends with them going to sleep together, Sakuta and Mai. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's about it.
And yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yo,
First of all, I guess let me just get that out there. So, she's not in high school? She's an older woman?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
So, what you said last week, she's 17. Doesn't that sound disgusting? I'm like, well, back then I thought she was too, and now all of a sudden she's like, I'm an older woman, you're a younger man. I'm like, wait a minute, how old is this woman? Is she in the 50s? Is she part of Generation X?
She definitely looks on the younger side.
Yeah.
Like,
Whatever she needs to tell us her secret.
I guess from the side, she kinda looks like she could definitely be in her 20s, but like full on, I'm like, chick's like 17, 18 for sure.
I mean, it's the height differential, I guess. I mean, I get, in Japan they gotta be short. I don't know. I mean, because when I heard that, she's like, "Oh, younger man." I'm like, "How old is she?"
So, is she the pedophile in this situation?
You know what is crazy? I was thinking the same thing, because if she was, because later in the episode she was like, "Hey, want to kiss?" I'm thinking, so now that the roles are switched, wouldn't she be the one that would go to jail and not him?
I
Now,
would,
isn't that something to think about?
I would definitely think so because, I mean, yeah, like Sakuta's like what? He's in high school, right?
Yeah, he's in high school. I don't know how old he is though.
But
Like 16 or 17.
don't they go to the same school?
Yeah, I know. I don't
Whoa.
understand.
My brain. Wait, so she said this in the episode that she's an older woman, right?
Yeah, she said it. She said it like multiple times, and she's saying, "I can't believe I'm holding my arms or holding my hands with a younger man." And I'm like, "Younger man? Like 1 year? What
What?
is that a younger man to you?"
Oh man, I don't even. Oh, my brain is hurting on this. What is this, bad writing?
I mean, I have no idea, but that was the thing that totally
S-
threw me off when
Someone
I
will
heard that.
clarify this in the comments below. I am sure someone will
I'm
be
gonna
like, "You
say,
guys got it wrong."
please leave in the comments
Please,
below
we need
what
help.
is going on. Is she eight? Is she 17? Is she 50s? Part G Generation X? Please, I need to know. Leave it in a comment below.
Definitely. And I mean, yeah, like one of the first things like I noticed in this episode is like, other than the last episode, is there's a lot more flirting in this episode.
A lot.
It is like 90% flirting. It seems like it's just
Like they just talk about going on a date, even though she's like, "Oh, I'm not going on a date," and then later on in the episode, she's like, "Oh, this is my first date. This first date that." I'm like, "I thought you just said it." I was waiting for him to say, "I thought you said this wasn't a date. How come all of a sudden you're saying it's a date now?" But yeah, like they were doing that and holding hands.
he's the best. Sakata is the best. He is like the best boyfriend, right? He's gotta be.
I mean, the fact that he acknowledges her existence, I would say that that's pretty up there in being a good boyfriend.
I mean, if I was her, he'd be getting so many blowjobs.
I mean, she would. I'm surprised she's not like just up and down. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy is a saint.
This
I mean, imagine being in her situation where nobody knows who you are except the one dude. Not even your own mother. Speaking of that, that happened
yeah,
later on in the episode.
that was pretty crazy too. Like, straight
How'd
up,
she,
he's
how did she walk on the beach in them heels?
yeah. That is another good question. Is this also poor writing?
uh, maybe they could have changed her shoes, but I just noticed that. I'm like, do I hear clickety clacky of heels? And she's just walking on the beach, walks right past her daughter, and then right over to Sakata, and she's just like, "What did you want?"
It was you, wasn't it? You're the only one on the beach right now. I love that. It's just like immediately she's just like, "It's you," and he's like, "Yep, you got me. It is me."
It is I. You knew who I was the whole time.
It is I, the great Sakuta.
Yeah. I'm dating a daughter you don't even know. Who's apparently older now. Then how old is the mother?
Oh God, she looked like she was in her 30s.
I know.
I don't know, man. I'm so confused.
I mean, they keep whatever they do in Japan. They keep themselves in great shape.
Definitely.
They don't look a day over whatever.
They don't look a day over the age anime characters are at forever.
I'm 16 years old. It's like,
I don't know how to feel about that.
I'm gonna go home now. Like what is it, Forrest Gump? Whenever he gets done running, I'm tired. I want to go home now. That's how I am when I see that stuff. When a woman's supposed to be like 16 or 17, I was like, I gotta go home now. I don't know what to do anymore with my life.
Yeah. I mean, the whole mother situation though. That was like, when that happened, I was like, there's no way. Like, I'd never expected for her to forget about her own daughter, but like, it's happening to. And I was just like, wow, that's such a. I mean, yeah. Like, we learned she's not the best mother. Like, she kind of like, I don't want to say forced her daughter into being like a really underage young idol, but her
She definitely exploited her.
definitely exploitative at the very least. We haven't got enough information on like if she cares or not. Of course, Mai doesn't really, I guess, think too highly of her, because there's some couple of lines where she's like, she's basically like, yeah, she used me.
Yeah. And she's like, there was the bikini right there, and I was literally forced to do it. And she said she was like 12, And I just remember seeing that scene going, I don't know how I feel about this. And then I think that same scene, like, Sakata's like basically trying to tell her what was what and why she did what she did, and she just straight up just slaps him for saying it.
And then there's that scene. Yeah, there's this scene also. I mean, maybe the same one. I can't remember. Where Sakata is actually trying, I guess, to encourage Mai to go back into the business.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not sure how I feel about that. On one hand, I'm like, I guess she kind of does, like, she kind of wants to be there. You can tell she has like a passion and drive for it. But on the other hand, it's like, that is a really, like, that whole situation that she was in is not healthy.
Yeah.
And I don't, how long did she say she was out of it?
Well, at this point, I guess we don't know because she's clearly an older woman, I guess. So who knows how long she's been out of it. And it seems like, I mean, I think in the first episode, she said that she had been a part of it since she was 5. So, I mean, I guess she was doing it since she was a teenager, and then who knows how long she's been gone. That's why I'm just so confused. Like, she's supposed to be older. She looks younger.
Uh-huh.
Like, what if... I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't know how long she's been out of it. It just all seems so confusing right now. I have more questions than I do. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because I think they even tried to explain, like in the very first, when you start episode 2, the adolescent syndrome. They're like, here's a cat, here's a box, this is how it works, and I was still like, nope, don't get it.
They used the Schrodinger's cat thing in both of the episodes, and I was like, I understand the Schrodinger's cat thing, but I don't. I guess it's like the way. I guess they're trying to explain how it works is that if no one ever confirms the existence of Mai, like for sure, then there's no way to know that she actually exists. But she was a freaking idol.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. She was a famous person that was on the billboard and on the whole, just everywhere. She was a celebrity, and all of a sudden people are just gonna be like, nah, she doesn't exist.
Yeah,
fuck her.
Well, so maybe it's one of those things where it's also as well, like, she's been out for a while, of course. I don't know how long, but it's pretty much confirmed she's not been in the game for a bit. So maybe it's one of those things where it's like, now that she's not in it, and now that she's experiencing adolescent syndrome, maybe it's like, over time, people are forgetting about her because she's kind of been away from the spotlight, and all of the attention isn't on her anymore. It's on all these other people getting her spots that she was getting before. That's my best to make sense of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, though.
Yeah. While the adolescence thing is still up in the air for now anyway, what isn't up in the air is the fact that the tension between these two are certainly
palpable, to
very
say the least.
palpable. I mean, it's definitely one of those things where they're both, well, he's more, you can tell he's definitely more flirtatious, and she flirts back, and you can tell she kind of like has a little jabs and little quips here, like when she's like teasing, like, hey, want to kiss, and he's just like and all those other little things here and there. But at the very end, I guess when she like rolls over and she's like, you can tell just how it was shot. She's just like, thank you so very much for remembering me and like being here with me and believing in me. I think that's what she says. She says, thank you so much for believing in me. And that could be taken as a double entendre, like believing in me as being real, believing in me as in getting my career back, that sort of thing.
And that's why he is the best boyfriend, goddammit. I mean, he did nothing wrong. Like, he was like, he could have easily abandoned this chick. He could have just been like, yeah, screw you, lady, and just walked
Mm-hmm.
on. Like, but he didn't. He, I don't know. So I guess something inside him was just like, yeah, I gotta be nice to this person. Maybe he has. Maybe we'll find out later. Maybe that's because he's had his own personal experience in terms of being, I guess, lonely in school or not. Well, I guess it is said in the first episode he only has like 2 friends.
Mm-hmm. But was that his choice, or was that something that, happened because of that whole adolescence syndrome thing happened and it got him that scar on his chest?
Yeah. There's this weird supernatural element that hasn't been fully explored yet, which I think will alleviate some of these weird concerns.
And if you noticed, the date of the episode was getting pretty close to when the precursor happened to the very first episode.
I didn't notice this.
Yeah. Yeah, because the first episode, I think, was the 25th, I think. And then this one that we just saw, it showed the date again, and it said the 24th. So it's actually really close to when he's going to start forgetting her.
Which will then, I guess, be the most interesting part of the show.
Yeah.
I guess then we'll be getting into, like, I guess this is like getting the characters, getting them kind of connected to each other, and then just splitting them apart.
Yeah,
And
I almost feel like it's gonna happen the next episode because he's laying in bed with her, and then all of a sudden, because didn't he wake up in the first episode?
He woke up in his room.
Oh, well then okay, I guess it won't be the next episode.
It still could be.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But yeah, I don't know. The show's so fascinating.
It really is.
I don't know what it is about it. And I think it's just the supernatural element that, she's disappearing. No one can see her. It's like, and here's the thing. It's not, and I guess can be a negative for some people. For me, it's just like, I can go along with this, but like, it's never explained like how any of this is possible in any sense. But I like that because it is obviously not a normal slice of life. It is obviously this supernatural drama thing, which I like. It's
I'm glad you brought that up because I'm one of those people that I believe, I agree with you with the whole it feels like when it comes to movies or shows or anything, like if there's something that's unnatural that's happening, everybody wants to be explained like what's going on. They're just being told, they have like a pie chart and graph, and this is how this happens.
The world divergence lines.
Yeah, exactly. Like, to me, when there's some things that happen that don't have an answer to them and that can't be explained, that makes them more interesting because of the fact that if you were in that situation, you'd be doing the same thing. Why is this happening? Why is this? You wouldn't have the answer right off the bat. You wouldn't be like, oh, well, I know why that's happening. It's because of da 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 da. And it's like, no, we don't have that as human beings. We only have what's in front of us. Not everything's served to us on a sheet that we can read off of and go, oh, that's why this is happening.
Yeah. Not everything has to be like. Not every plot point has to be something tangible you can like kind of have in the story and explain to you immediately, or just know what's going on. You don't have to know exactly what kind of world this is. You can just
correct.
Like, a part of this show is the mystery itself. So having this mystery of how this world works and this adolescent syndrome thing, which granted not explained too well, at least the example they gave to explain it was not that easy to follow at the very least.
Right.
It's entertaining. It grabs my attention because like I want that explanation given, and if they don't give that explanation, if they don't deliver on those expectations, then well, it's probably going to be a bad show. But I hope it does.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah, I hope it does too, because I would hate to go through this whole episode, enjoy the characters, enjoy the chemistry, enjoy the realness of it, only for it to be faltered by the fact because they have a plot convenience or a plot that just doesn't make sense, or it's something that when you look at it, you're like, oh, so you're just never going to explain this? that that to me has always just been that could be I mean, I know I just said like sometimes, it's best to have that some of those things like unexplained whatever, but I don't know. I think at some point you kind of have to explain why a normal human being would disappear. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Exactly.
eventually, you would. I mean, it's fine for now, but eventually, at some point, you would have to get to that point because that's not normal. It's not normal just a person to just disappear out of nowhere. You wake up with fucking claw marks on your chest. There has to be something going on, and it doesn't have to be over the top or this grand thing. It could just be this is why, aliens. you know?
Literally internet magic. It's so much like it could just be like old superstitions of like whatever, just like some random Japanese god from 8 million years ago. It doesn't matter as long
hmm
as it's because like you watch anime like God, I don't know, something that does like a really like I don't know, Ango Moise. It's like it's not realistic, like we can
hmm
we can grasp a story that's not realistic, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I
Or how
guess
about? Oh, go ahead.
well, what this show runs into is that it looks like it's a modern setting. It looks like it's in the same world we are in, and they haven't given us a reason to think like if it hasn't given us a reason to expect that it's not one of these like normal slice of life shows. It's
Right.
I guess the expectation going in is that it is going to be something like my teen romantic comedy Snafu, where it's just going to be like this
hmm
slice of life about people discovering themselves or whatever. And that's kind of what it seems like on the outside. And so far, they just haven't been able to give that reason as to it's anything more than that. And I think that's what it's
Yeah.
missing. Sooner the better on that. But
Agreed.
like I said, if they wait until 4 or 5 for this, I'll be totally fine with that as long as what we're getting now remains consistent and keeps me invested. I'm
Yeah.
totally good with that because like I mean there's some like great stuff in here. Like there's that scene where like Sakata and Mai are talking and he's like why did you call me? She calls him Sakata and he's like why did you call me Sakata? Why not Sakata-kun? And he's like you don't deserve a kun. And it's just like it's these characters are really like I don't know they're cool. Like you want to like them, which is that's super organic too. Like it happened organically, and so it would be almost a waste not to jump on that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, if the characters weren't as good as they are, I probably would have dropped the show a long time ago. Like if the show was just boring characters with an unexplainable plot, I would have been like, "Yo, man, look, can we just stop this? this I don't want to do this podcast no more."
Oh, and
but
like we didn't even talk about yet the girl he met in the park with the little
oh
girl,
yeah,
which
did you
is
notice? Did you recognize the voice?
no, I did not.
That was Yui Hama from Teen Snafu. That was her voice.
I I did not know that.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
you can't mistake that voice.
I
That
haven't seen
voice is
Snafu in forever.
oh, I recognize her voice. Her voice is so bubbly and just wonderful. when I when I listened to it and when I heard her speaking like, hentai, I went, "Oh, that's her." But that scene was hilarious. I
It
was
was.
laughing at work watching that cuz what was it? Well, I guess I'll set it up. Um so, our main guy, Mr. Sakata, he's just walking to school, I think, and no, he's walking to meet up with Mai. That's right, because it was a Saturday or Sunday. They were going on that date, and all of a sudden he sees a crying little girl, and she's like, "Mommy!" And he goes, "Oh no, did you lose your mom? I'll help you, find your mom." And then this random girl, out of nowhere, just kicks him in the butt, and then she goes, "Hentai! How could you take advantage of a little girl?" And then he's like, "I'm trying to find this girl's mother. Okay, she's lost." And then the kid was like, "Yeah, I'm lost." And then she's like, "Well, the only way to make this fair is now you gotta kick me in the ass." And he's like, "What?" I love
Is
how
she?
he he even like was like second guessing. He's like, "What? No, I'm not gonna do that." She's like, "No, just do it really quick. That's only gonna make it fair." Well, okay, fine. If that's and then he goes ahead and does it, and she just like, ah. And what happens? A freaking police officer just happens
Yep.
to be strolling by and goes, "What are you two doing out here in a park on the weekend?"
It was a really, really, really funny scene. It just come out of nowhere. I was like, "What? Who? What? What has happened? Wait, what?" it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, it was just like I didn't expect her to go. All right, you could kick me in the ass.
Yeah, that was so like random, and like I said, I just loved how the guy was like, "No, I'm not gonna do it," but then eventually he was like, "Okay," and he did it, and then she just made that noise that, oh, what are you doing in the park? And then
Yeah,
they were in the police precinct for a long time because she was on her phone and not even taking it seriously. It's like, how many times does this woman go to the police? Does she go so many times?
we will,
Like, yeah,
we will
been there,
definitely
done that.
see those two characters more. I think maybe not the
Oh,
kid, but like definitely the girl,
yeah.
for
I
sure.
mean, if it becomes like a running gag where she comes back and he keeps kicking her in the ass, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Oh my God, what else is there to talk about? We've went over a lot of stuff.
I think that was pretty much the whole episode. I think, unless I'm forgetting something.
Yeah. I mean that's. I mean I have a feeling we're forgetting something.
Yeah, and once we get done, we'll be like, "Oh, damn it! It was that one scene,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
and we never did." Oh,
Uh.
okay. I just thought of something just now, so you can cut it from
Oh.
here today.
Oh no, I
I
got
know
one.
one. Oh,
I
okay.
got one too. No, you go.
Well, I'll go first, and here we go. Um, I noticed also in this show that the only people that do remember her are the high school students.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, because remember when he like was calling his friends at like 1 in the morning, and they were like, "Do you remember
Oh
such and
yeah.
Mai?" And he's like, "Yes, of course I do. What about it? Is that all you want?" I'm hanging up, and then all of a sudden he called that other girl, I guess, who is doing the experiments for
Schrodinger's
the
cat girl.
yeah, but I guess she's doing experiments for the actual like adolescent syndrome, and then she knew who she was as well, and then they were like kind of conversing back and forth, and he was saying maybe it has something to do with the fact that it's the students that go to this school, which again I don't understand because she's supposed to be an older woman, and yet this is about high school bunny
Oh
girl.
my God, is it gonna be like a time paradox? I don't.
Watch, she's
Oh.
like 50 years old in a freaking 17-year-old body or something.
Oh my God. Oh my. To set me free, I must find my true love.
Oh God! And then what was that one movie where it was like that, where she gets struck by lightning and is like young forever or something?
I don't want to talk about it.
You know that movie,
I,
right?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember it though.
What if this is the anime version of that?
Uh, I mean, at this point, I'm all aboard for just like a romance between these two.
Yeah.
I'm
Who
good
cares
with
if
that.
who cares if she's 100? You know, they
Yeah,
go good with each other.
exactly. And that
That's what you call extreme pedophile.
is true. If she's 100 years old and I'm 18, does it mean I'm underage?
Not only are you underage, but you're super underage.
You are. She is super going to super jail. That's where she's going.
That's a great show.
There's a show called Super Jail.
Yeah, on Adult Swim.
Oh, Super Jail. Yeah. How do I not know that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Now,
I used to watch all that Adult Swim stuff way back when as a kid. Well, that's probably why I didn't remember it.
Mm-hmm. Now, what did you remember?
There's this little sequence. I think they may have been on the beach at this point. I don't remember exactly, but Sakuta brings up this girl, former student that he knew,
Yeah.
Shoko Makara something. I don't know.
It was the first woman that he loved, right, or
Right,
something.
right. It was his first love, and that was just a little thing tucked in there. And I wonder what relevance that is going to have with the story.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now. Did you notice how? Well, maybe you didn't, but I kind of noticed it. How Mai and this other girl look a lot like the same person.
They did. They looked. I was like, because they first showed her from the side, right? And I thought,
Mm-hmm. And I
is
thought that
that?
was her.
Yeah, I thought, is that Mai? She looks a little weird, and then she turns, and it's like it's not, but it's kind of like the same hair and vaguely the same face. So, I don't. Are these the same people?
It's the same person. Watch. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, there we go.
It's the same person. The whole anime is nothing more than just this woman wanting to be noticed, so she dresses up in a bunny costume, and she got it, and she paid all these actors to trick them.
Oh God,
Now
This
what if
show
that
would be-
happened?
dude, this show, I'd be like, this is the worst show ever made. Its ending is stupid. Don't. I hope that does not happen. I really hope it doesn't.
Or even better, it was all just a dream.
Oh no.
The dream cliche.
Oh God, that's like one of the worst endings anyone could ever do. Well, he did mention like she's a former student, and she like moved on. I wonder though if that was because of adolescent syndrome in a way.
Oh,
And maybe
then she got forgotten.
She's forgotten, and she went off somewhere. I don't know. She fucked off somewhere.
She went to Canada.
She went to Canada, where everyone will remember her, and where all the with vice president hockey coach and president polar bear would remember her.
That's my polar bear.
It's a pretty good polar bear. I was convinced.
Thank you.
I wonder if like maybe he has some. Well, oh God, that puts a hole in my theory because he wakes up in the first episode and he doesn't remember her name, but.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a reason for this, and I think you're onto it somewhat when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's my guess anyway. But I don't know. I think we'll see these characters again. You know, Butt Kid Girl and
Yeah.
First True Love.
Hopefully,
we'll
see
those.
more of the little sister, because little sister had a funny moment in this one, which made me both groan, and I was like, that's still kind of funny. Where he's like in the bathtub, and she like just comes in, and she's like, oh God, she's like,
She's like, want me to join you?
Show Kaeda your Yahoo or whatever, and she's like, obviously it's just like, wait, what? But it's super innocent and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because didn't he say Yahoo in the tub, and then
Yeah.
you know she's like, let me see your Yahoo. So it's
Yeah.
a double entendre right there.
Yep. It's pretty.
It's
I
like-
don't know.
No, you're not gonna see my Yahoo. Maybe my account, but other than that, that's it.
Oh yeah, no. She says, "Please share your Yahoo with Kaeda too." That's literally what she says. It just popped up on the screen.
Oh, wait, she did say that?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess I knew that subliminally.
It's a fun show so far.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm. It's a lot of mystery right now, but I'm just digging the two characters so far.
Yeah.
You know, just the chemistry between them. Because honestly, like I said, if they weren't as interesting as they are in the show, it would fall flat on its face, and it wouldn't be nearly as good. It would be. You ever seen that stupid ass show called Glass Slip?
Dude, I'm not gonna mention his name here, but the guy who lied about the thing, he made me, because we were gonna do a collaboration on that.
It's the worst fucking anime
Dude,
I've ever seen.
I could not finish it. It was so bad.
Well, hey, it looked nice.
It looked nice, yeah. And then nothing happened. It
Yeah.
felt like I wasn't watching the full thing. It was like, here's random scene this, random scene that. And I was like, what? What's
The
going
thing,
on here? Who
the
are these
thing,
people? Who?
the thing that did it for me, that made me get up and literally yell "fuck," was I don't even remember. Some chick gets up in the middle of the room, walks around her house butt ass naked, and then like it does a little freeze frame on her ass, zooming out, and I'm like, I am done. It
Oh,
was. I mean, if anyone can find that scene, well, I don't care for that scene, but that was. I just remember seeing that scene. Like, what point does this serve other than for just to pause and toss? It's awful.
yeah, that anime is one of the worst and genuinely one of the
Mhm.
worst anime I have ever seen. And I
But
have seen a lot of bad anime.
I guess what I was trying to say is if the characters weren't as good, like it would be just as bad as Glass Slip. Is what I was trying to get at. I wasn't trying to go on a rant or tirade
Yeah.
of Glass Slip. We'll make another podcast called Why Glass Slip Sucks Ass.
There's a part of me that just doesn't want to do that because it would involve talking about Glass Slip again.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is
Ugh.
enough for Glass Slip. When it's never mentioned,
I was gonna
ever
say never, ever
throw it into the pile with the rest of them.
would burp. Would what? I don't even know what I'm saying. You can cut that out.
Well, I guess this is the end. We don't have anything to talk about.
No. It's I guess we'll have to wait till next week to
Right.
see episode 3. I like that. Well, I don't watch the very end of animes usually just because I hate being spoiled. But this is an anime where it doesn't show anything at the end, right? Like a preview or something.
No, there isn't
Okay,
like
good.
Chikai. This is what's going to happen in the next one. To be continued. Chikai.
Well, see, even those I don't mind. Like if it's just like a person talking into it really quick, I don't mind those. But I hate the shows that literally show you what's going to happen the next episode.
Did
Like
Larry save his wife? Turns out he did. Find out in the next episode if he saved his wife, which I just told you he did because he totally did. Find out next episode.
Dragon Ball Z, I love Dragon Ball Z, but God, I hated watching those things because the episode in the Majin Buu saga where Vegeta sacrificed himself to kill Majin Buu, you're like, oh, this is such a noble
Spoilers,
scene.
guys.
And then all of us, oh, if you haven't seen it, get the fuck out. Um, it's like, oh, such a noble thing. He goes ahead and dies. You see the fucking preview, and it's Majin Buu putting himself back together, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, I remember that as a kid. Like, what
I
the
remember-
fuck?
Because I saw that, and I was a teenager, and I'm like, he died for nothing. And I'm not even seeing the next episode. What the fuck? I couldn't even have room to be upset, like to be sad that he died because 30 seconds later I found out he died for nothing. Like, I hate previews so much when it comes to shows. I skip them every time.
Man, that Majin Buu saga was so weird. It was like literally 3 different villains, and they were all the same, but they weren't. It was kind of like Cell. Again.
The Majin Buu saga is definitely one of the most weirdest one ever because for some reason he's weaker by consuming people, but then if you get rid of the good Buu and replace him with the bad Buu, he becomes Kid Buu, which is the strongest thing out of everything that's ever been created. And I'm like, huh? Because that whole saga was just really dumb. I mean, if I'm being honest,
but
I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved it when they're fighting Kid Buu on the Kai planet, because I remember when I first saw Majin Buu.
What? Okay.
And he's that fat tub of blob. I'm like, what the? This is our next villain.
We are gonna be talking about Dragon Ball Z forever. This is a Bunny Girl Senpai video.
No, keep talking. Hashtag Majin Buu saga.
Make it
Okay, I'm
trending,
sorry.
Everyone.
All right, well, you can cut that out then. Let me start by ending it. All right, we'll catch up on this next week, and
I'm not cutting any of this out. It's gonna be a 40-minute video.
I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and please subscribe, the like button. Wait,
please subscribe.
Smash the like, subscribe bell.
Like that smash button.
like that smash button. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate coming out soon, and
Subscribe that ring bell.
subscribe that ring toner, and also,
Follow
yeah,
me
I
as
hope
well.
follow.
Twitch.tv /
Yeah,
C
follow.
Tactics for the King of Anime
I,
podcast.
I want to say I'm a part of King of Anime podcast. I'm a third of it. Um, my name's Everything Animated, as you already know. Thank you all for listening to me, and hope you enjoyed it. All our ramblings and shit. All
All right.
right, see you all next week.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.